Sunday, 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 Sunday. A beautiful Sunday in Estelí, Nicaragua. A beautiful Sunday in Estelí, Nicaragua. Temperatures 75. Humidity low. So it's a gorgeous Sunday in Estelí, Nicaragua. I had this morning my Robusto Connecticut, and now I'm having a Momentum Toro. Momentum Toro. It is about to be 1 p.m. here in Nicaragua. In Tampa, Florida, it should be 3 p.m. 3 p.m. My friends of Wisconsin, it will be 2 p.m. ¿Cómo estás, mi amor? ¿Estás activa? Mira qué cielo más bello en Estelí, Nicaragua. Well, it's 3 p.m. if I'm not mistaken in Tampa, Florida. My name is Yanko Maceda, founder of Tabanero Cigars, where we believe in the enjoyment of craftsmanship that allows you to stop time, reflect on life, and plan the future ahead. And today it's Reflection Sunday. Today is Reflection Sunday. On Sundays, everything is quiet. Some people reflect in the morning, some people reflect in the afternoon. Church, I reflect the entire Sunday. Whatever I'm doing on Sunday, I'm reflecting on how was my week, and of course, planning this week that starts today, Sunday. The week starts on Sunday. On Sunday, by you reflecting and seeing how you can become a better version of who you were last week. That's what Sunday is all about. Hola Arlen, bienvenido, bienvenido. So we're gonna cut a momentum. Always building momentum. Always building momentum. Last Sunday we were resting, reflecting at El Camino Real, ready to come here to Estelí. And sometimes life brings you a lot at once. My week in Tampa, there was a lot of emotions. Moments like that have a way to stop you in your tracks and remind you how fragile everything really is. Because, we often live as time is unlimited. We think we will make that tomorrow. We will visit that person next week. We will open that bottle of wine on a special occasion. we'll wear that nice dress that we have in our closet when we drop a few pounds to look better. And it's 2 years and it's still new. And life can remind you how fragile we can be. So every time someone says, "Oh, I only smoke on special occasions," I go, "Well, that's why I smoke at least 3 to 5 times a day, because every day for me is in a special occasion. Every day for me is a special occasion." Life always has a way to remind us that time is not promises. Time is not guaranteed. The truth is that every time we wake up is a miracle. Every time we wake up, every time we open our eyes, and we're not unconscious anymore, we hear our heartbeat going boom, boom, boom. We stretch in bed. Every day that happens, it is a miracle. So if today's Sunday, you've been postponing calling a friend or texting a friend, everybody is really chill right now, do it. Go ahead and do it. And text your friend, or if you feel he will appreciate a phone call them. Because life can be pretty fragile. Pretty windy in Estelí, Nicaragua. Take care of yourself. We always leave ourselves for later. Take care of yourself. Open that bottle of wine. I don't know, find an excuse to get dressed with that nice shirt that you've been saving, and go out. Don't keep postponing, because life is fragile. I'm back in Estelí. I probably have to go back to the U.S. Jaime, buenos días. Saludos. Toriano Evans, how are you, sir? How are you? I'm having a momentum, a really simple cigar, because I'm a simple individual that only it's satisfied with the best. And this is a simple cigar, but it's really good. It's a Mexican San Andres wrapper with just jalapa and condega. I am glad that everything cooled down with the whole thing about 100% tariff in here in Nicaragua with the cigars. The new people made it sound like it was the end of the world. The veterans that have been in this industry for a long time, let's just chill, because they know this industry is like this. But it always prevails. Because the individual who enjoy the cigar lifestyle, they're really thinkers, and they will get together and make it work. So every time something is going in this industry and things look really bad, I just lay back, chill, because I believe in inventory. To serve you guys better. There's no secret. You've seen my inventories on my reefer containers, my humidors, my giant humidors in Tampa, Florida. And I'm in the process of building a room here in my house, in my home, because the factory I'm maxed out. I don't have a space on the box factory. So I received everything to install the solar panels on my roof so I can have a split unit air conditioning on my big office in here in this home. I rent here, but I already made it my home. People that know me close, they get surprised how much things I have done on this home, even that it's not mine. And I'm not that person. I'm really careful. I try to keep a balance on postponing. Well, this is not my house. You know, when I built my house, my home here in Nicaragua, I would do this, I would do that. No, I try to keep a balance. I don't do things in here that I can take later from this home. But everything, little things, you know, plumbing, electrical, things that I can do to better my family life, my life, to make sure my clients also have access to cigars here in Nicaragua. I'm preparing this house. It was too big of a house for us. We've never been in such a big house, but we making it work. Every space we making it work. We're utilizing the garage. We don't really park cars inside of the garage, so it has pallet and it's ready. So every time, thank you, Toriano, thank you. It is a good smoke. So the garage is prepared, ready. So every time we finish a box order, 1,000 boxes, 1,200 boxes, 1,500 boxes, and we can hold it in the factory for too long because the client is taking a little bit longer to pay. I don't deliver until I get paid, so I bring it to the garage here. The garage is prepared for that. Now the big office that we don't use it. It's being used as a storage. Well, I'm going to turn half into a humidor with a partition. And that partition, when the inventory grows, I can take the partition and use the whole thing. So I'm going to be insulating the ceiling, solar panels, so the air conditioning runs on solar power all the time, so my electrical bill doesn't go crazy. Electricity everywhere is expensive. In Nicaragua, it's a lot higher. And I like to, you know, wherever I can utilize the sun, the beautiful sun from Florida, the beautiful Nicaraguan sun. Every time I can take advantage of that, I would do it. Because money is a thing that it comes and goes, and when you're doing things right, it keeps accumulating, and I don't think I'm going to take it with me. I don't think I'm going to take it with me where I'm going in 60 years, 100 years. So whatever I can do to better the operation, to better my family, I spend the money on things that make sense. So pretty soon we will have a humidor here in Nicaragua. And I'll probably do a couple of live, Sunday live from the humidor so you guys can see it in here. I've never been able to do it in Tampa because when you close those shipping containers, those riffers, they have 4 inches of insulation all around. When you close those bad boys, there's no signal going in. There's no signal going in. I think I've done it before. I have pre-recorded inside of those humidors, those big containers, and then upload it later. Esteli is pretty quiet. I'm gonna be visiting the Disla family hopefully this week. Chit chat, talk about the product, talk about the cigars that we just made last year. Talk to them how things are going in Tampa. I'm also working the details on the that's a horse making that weird noise. Sometimes horses, sometimes cows. It's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful life in Esteli. The day I built my home in the mountains on the other side, which is beautiful, big pines. The day I built my home over there, I will miss all the noise, all the motorcycles and the cars doing announcements. I would just hear the birds. And probably horses, I will have horses and some animals that they don't make a lot of noise. I don't like noise. I don't like noise. You've been in my cigar lounge and you understand that I don't like noise. I don't like, I like it quiet. I like it quiet. I like it relaxing. Because that's how you can be more aware of the moment, be more thankful, appreciate more the present, be able to concentrate in the present. I was sharing with my guys, my young employees at the shop, that they are pretty fortunate. Pretty fortunate because most of the day when they doing things correctly, they're not fitting that anxieties, ansiedad, anxious. They're not fitting that by all the time just looking down and swiping and swiping and swiping. They're working with their hands. We work a lot with our hands in cigar shops, in factories. It's something of the old world because everything is turning into working from home, working in your comfort zone, a lot easier to gain weight, a lot easier to create easier times. On factory settings, even though we have a lot of technology, you can be on your phone. You're working with machines. So I told them just add up 5 days a week, the many hours that you're not on your phone constantly, how of a healthy brain you have in comparison with the rest of your friend, the rest of the world, The truck driver, you hear, every time they stop somewhere, they're on the phone. They're driving, they're on the phone. They're on motorcycles, and they're going slow because they're on the phone. Retail attendants, they're inside of the retail, inside of the shop. Okay. They're inside of the shop. You come in, they don't say, hello, how can I help you? They're on the phone. If you like something, you got to tell them, hey, can you give me a price in this? Because they're on the phone. So you drive by, you look around, and they're on the phone. So us, including myself, being in a factory setting, in a retail setting, cigar retail setting, that we like, we enjoy what we do. And all my guys in Tabanero Cigars, it's rarely that you see them on the phone. They're always waiting for you to come in to do their best, And me as a leader, I have to make sure that keeps growing. That desire to give your best and understand the client and serve the client with the best of us. If you see something that you like in our company, retail in the U.S., manufacturing in Nicaragua, if you like to be part of the team because we offering something that everybody else offer, but differently. Uh, if you believe that, because we not yet as much as corporate, we're more of a small business. We put more our heart into it, and you want to be part of the team. You have to accept and understand that your brain has to be fresh, available for the moment, for the present. Not finish a task and because you're done, get on the phone and forget what did I tell you to do at 4 p.m. because when you finish at 2, you're already on the phone. And it's a constantly battle. It's a constantly battle with young individuals. And I asked my son last week, look, I need this metric screws to come to Nicaragua by air. By air. When you picked up the screws and you get to the shop, you tell Jimmy, these are by air. They send them in a box that is coming in 15 days by sea. And everything has to do with the phone because you tell them things right now, they're looking at you, but there's not enough time for you to reflect on the conversation we had because as soon as we finish, you got in the freaking phone. How are you going to remember? If you started watching how dolphins make love or how the snakes eat the eggs, or I don't know. So much information that we don't need to have access to it. How are you going to remember, our conversation or prior conversation? How are you going to remember someone stop you at a delivery and you unload everything and he told you, hey, remember when you get back to the warehouse to tell your people that I'm not using this product anymore, that I need this. They're not going to remember because they have a supercomputer on their hand, but they don't even know how to use the notes. The notes and reminders, when you show them how to use reminders, because that's the other thing. The ones that are more advanced because you pay them good, because you teaching them how things work in the new, in the first world, US, and they go, wow, you can do reminders on a phone? Yeah, you can do reminders on a phone. Yeah, it has notes too. They not even take notes. It's constantly. So they forget things and forget things. So I can't. I'm always, because of business, I had to learn how to look around the corner. When average people, they just stay in their lane and they just, they're able to do whatever the lights cover. When you're driving from point A to point B and it's 5 hours, you only see what the lights or your eyes can allow you to see. But you have totally faith that even though you only see that amount of a space or how far your eye can go, you're going to get there. You're going to get there. With the phones, I can't imagine what the future is going to bring us. Some of my friends says, no, don't lose hope. The next generation is going to wake up and realize, how much damage that is doing to society and things will change. I don't know, because we look back, 50 years ago, 80 years ago, and you will see people walking in the street and everybody was well dressed, hot. Everybody look apart. What happened to society that now everybody's on Crocs in the street, on pajamas? Nobody says, excuse me, or what happened? There's only a really small group who still look apart. But the rest, the percentage keeps shrinking and shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. So I don't know, I can't imagine how things will get better with humans. With humans, I know technology and the world will keep going forward, no doubt. This is an amazing world. I'm just thinking about us humans. How are we gonna keep evolving? How are we gonna keep evolving? My two kids now, they're mad. And they're mad because someone says, "Oh, Daddy, I'm bored." I said, "Get your scooter, get your dirt bike, go ride." "Oh, okay." And I see that they don't go out, they don't get the dirt bike, and they go, "No, Daddy, today was the first week of school, and we haven't touched the iPads." "Oh, so you bored? You got all the toys that I never had. You got open road, but you bored because you don't have your iPad." Well, you know what? I got really bad news for you. Enjoy being bored, because it was a huge part of my childhood, being bored. Because when you're bored, you daydream, you think about school, you think about your friends. You can do that if you're always watching the screen. So be bored, enjoy. Well, that I can manage with them. He's 9 and my daughter is 11. That I can manage with them. But my 24-year-old, I can't manage what he does on the phone, how long he's on the phone. I can't manage that. I can't. He's independent. So. I can manage the one inside of the house. Inside of the house. After you leave my roof, I can't. It's just up to you. If you remember, how far I have gotten in life, and the things that you saw me practicing every day. It's up to you if you're gonna follow. So every time I come back to Esteli, it's again a new beginning with my employees, which is a great group. Before I left to Tampa, I fired 3, but it was a new group that I hired. I fired 3. 2 days ago, I fired 1 that it was a week with us, and he didn't get it. He was 21. He didn't get it, and he was absent Monday and Tuesday. And he brought one of those doctors. I think they buy him here. They buy him in here for 20 Cordobas, 10 cents. They buy those things, and they just do chicken scramblings. And they got drunk during the weekend, and they show up on Wednesday. Like I have to go. Okay, all right. You were sick. Fine. Heck no. Where I came from, United States of America, you gotta be hospitalized to miss a day of work. So I fire them. I tell the person in charge, liquidate him at the end of the day. I don't play around. I already had my first visit of labor department. They checked everything. They interview them. If they treat you well here, I don't care. They already told me why I fire so many people. I said because I'm not babysitting anybody here, and I'm providing in a space here that many people in Esteli, when they discover this place, they're gonna hold on to it, because there's like 8 of them that they discovered in my factory and they loving it. They said that they never thought there was a guy here in Esteli doing such a great job of keeping an amazing environment for the employees. How much I take care of them, I respect them, how I direct myself to them, how I don't see them as just a body. I try to learn their names. I talk to them a lot about the future, because they're all young. I put things on their mind and they never thought about it. My job as a leader is to take my people to places that they never dream of. That's my job. That's what I do on that area of having team members, employees. That's what I do. But if you're young and you come in and I identify right away that you have potential, but it's not your right time. It's not your right time. You need to go through life and experience a few things before your time comes. If I realize that it's not your time, I'm not going to hold you for a year, 2 years for you to discover that you had future with Tabanero Cigars. No, no, no. I'll let you go, experience life after you had a taste of working with Tabanero, miss Tabanero, and then if in 3, 4 years you come back, I hope you learned the lesson. But I'm not gonna be the only ones that I can't let go. The only ones that I can't fire is my 3 kids and my wife. That's the only ones I can't fire. I have to. There will be my kids and my wife for the rest of my life. She will be my wife for the rest of my life. There will be my 3 kids for the rest of my life. So I can't. I don't have any desires to fire them. They will be temporarily terminated and stay in the same roof, but I don't think they will ever be fired because it's my family. It's my responsibility. Nobody else has to deal with my family. But young employees that you keep in, the ones that you don't see potential, the ones that you're not even hire them, the ones that they kind of disguise you a little bit. How? Because they have a driver's license, they have a motorcycle. That for me here in Esteli, it's like, wow, you 21 years old and you already got a motorcycle and you have a license. To me, it's telling me that you have a head on your shoulders. But once you start working, and I kind of get the feeling that your family push you, help you to have that motorcycle, to have that license that you really didn't deserve because you drink a lot, this and that, I fire you ASAP. You're not my kid. You're not my son. And years go by and your skin gets thicker. And when you haven't talked to anybody, when people just see your persona, they go, man, that guy, he looks like you don't want to talk to him. That guy looks like he doesn't have too many friends. That's true. I don't have that many friends. my brother Keith Velez, David Hernandez, David Capote. David, brother, I love you. I love you. I miss you. I have you in my heart. And God sends his biggest battles to his strongest warriors. So, I don't have that many friends. And yes, when people don't know me, people don't know how big of a heart I have, how passionate I am about life, they have a misconception. It's okay. It's okay. I don't sell ice cream. I don't, I think not even in the ice cream business you're gonna be likable by everybody. And I'm not intending. I don't want to. I don't need everybody to like me or acceptance. So if I give that image of being tough, because life has made me tough. If not, people will run you over. It's okay. I don't smile often. My kid says that I look like the roosters that they sell in Tabanero in Campos. There's a bunch of roosters. They look pretty serious, and they go, "Dad, that's you. Dad, that's you. You're always serious." I said, "Well, I'm always serious, so you guys are always smiling." Let's see if I'm making two of us soft times for you guys, because soft times make really soft people. So we'll see. Only life will say how I'm doing with my kids. We'll see. We'll see. Definitely, they have a lot. I'm really proud of them, because telling them almost 3 years ago, we're moving to Nicaragua, and they're going, "What? What does that mean that we're moving to Nicaragua?" And yeah, it's a third world country, but the situation right now after COVID, people are trying to find themselves. So they're finding themselves driving Uber. So it's hard to find people here in the U.S. We got to move to Nicaragua. They said, okay. They came here, they adapt. They're multicultural. They loving it. So I respect them. I respect them. I respect my oldest son, because he's making it by himself over there. I know how much the meaning of me being his dad, how much he needs of me. And he's now struggling. He doesn't see me every weekend. He doesn't see me, but that's part of life. He's a man. He's 24 years old. But I'm really proud of him too. He's like anything in life. He needs to keep working on him to find balance. To find balance. That's all. That's what life is all about. To find balance. When people goes, well, life is about being happy. I don't know. I don't know if when I get to 80 years old, I will understand the meaning of being happy. I don't know. I think to be happy is like an emotion, You're happy today. But tomorrow you concentrate on doing something. I don't know how, if I'm doing something that gets me really in the zone and I'm really on it. I don't know. I can't interpret it how on that moment, or I'm struggling, I'm having a hard time with money, or I'm having a hard time with cigars not coming out how they needed to be, because there are human beings involved in the process. How in the world I'm going to be happy through that process? So I don't get it. When people say, well, life is about happiness. I don't know. I don't know if my grandkids or fourth, third generation of billionaires, they can apply that to life, because the people I know, the third, fourth generation, they deal with a lot of issues, even if they have all the money in the world. They can show a persona outside, but Tampa's really small, and we know they deal with a lot of issues. So I don't know. I don't know why we got into the subject. And I think it's late. It's 1:36. I already talk too much. And usually I don't talk that much. Guys, again, sometimes life brings everything at once. So stop. Try to do it on Sundays and bend some rules, break some rules, and call whoever you want to call and say, whatever you want to say. Open that bottle of wine. It's not that they get bad, but if you feel like it, open it. If you're the only one drinking it, okay, drink 2 glasses and put the rest in the refrigerator, and it will last 3 days. And you can drink a glass and a glass the next 2 days, because it's pretty good for your heart. What I'm saying is, be more aware of the moment. Be more aware of the moment. And if you need to cry. Do it good. Do it, enjoy. Own it. If you need to celebrate to your means. But experience life today. I'm telling you guys, and I'm telling myself, not to be really careful. Keep postponing. So light up a good cigar. And if one cigar is not enough, go drink some coffee and light up the second one. My name is Yanko Maceda, founder of Tabanero Cigars, where we believe in the enjoyment of craftsmanship that allows you to stop time, reflect on life, and plan the future ahead.